Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome.
Yeah, we lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and national championship winner as a Buckeye at Ohio State, Cardale Jones.
And while his frame may imitate a defensive lineman now playing quarterback, don't get fooled at all, because when you see him throw the football, you know exactly why he's playing the position. Wide receivers love playing with this guy because he gives them a chance to go deep and catch the ball.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin. Well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Barkevius Mingo looks like he should be an excellent outside linebacker in the NFL, but he's never quite found his footing in the league. A former first-round pick in Cleveland. Didn't really reach the heights that they expected. Spent a year in New England where he won a Super Bowl playing mainly special teams. And now in 2017 with the Indianapolis Colts, hoping to fulfill that promise he showed while he was at LSU and become a blitzing linebacker who can get to the quarterback.
The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So 2nd and 10 here. Get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Every so often I get excited that I actually evaluated a player correctly, and Casey Hayward falls into that category for me. I had an argument with an evaluator when he came out of Vanderbilt about his speed, and the evaluator was like, he cannot run. I can't take him. And I was like, but he's a ball magnet. He's always there. And to prove it, 7 interceptions with the Chargers in 2016.
He'll look to throw. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. A good pickup there, 22. fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brian. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. If the guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, and doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level, you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll set up a throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Chris McCain able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week, and here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week, as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now, I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And some space here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. 3rd down now following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On is Nick Novak now to try the field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Now they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 3,
They'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. shoves him aside. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On 1st and 10, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Jones on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are you going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Flynn. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll be set up in great starting field position here as that's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They run the counter now on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
Do you want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. First and goal here from the 2. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
He'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go.
Jones now to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. To the football, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Colts are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Chargers just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Third and long. McCain's going to get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Colts now late in the second. Mitchell's got the sack here. This ends up as a loss of 7. Staying late in the second. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a loss of 9. Still a little time left on the clock. Pass into the end zone here. And this play will go for 6. Colts go up by 6. So that'll do it from here. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles. They've got the second half from Indy. Brandon.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rhodes. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. Colts are able to grow their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
They'll try to run it here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 big plays in succession of the Chargers on the move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. From the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. To throw now on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be third down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And now all eyes here on the backup as he takes under center. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
Second down, Brissett. And this one's incomplete. The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Brissett. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Let's go.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Jones now operating from the gun. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. And on second and 10 now. Operating from the gun. Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 23 yards on the play. Here's Jones throwing on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. So here we go, first and 10 now. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Andre Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Novak out now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Shreds the tackle. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Colts on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Green, 39.
On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run a toss play to Michael. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Time for a break. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a two-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Going underneath for Gordon. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Jones on first down. Now a desperation throw deep down. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. They give him a gain of 37. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Jones throwing again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And that's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And Novak's kick is good. So the field goal got him back within one score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams